Dear USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I just want to have this as a generic civil justice sign off. Whatever I want for the civil justice, for I am displaying the USA government errors, public sector errors, private sector errors, and how USA government operations got destroyed, and for displaying the absolute monarchs scandal. I, Vethapriya Prose, wanted these civil justice to be provided to me. Okay, so I'll just read the sign off so that it will be in all these other sessions. Okay, so for I, Vethapriya Prose, native Indian tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, and true owner of USA, and proved USA is Tamil Nadu, and I, Vethapriya Prose, have highest impasse eligibility to lead USA. I must be the interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. And for I, Vethapriya Prose, displayed USA government errors and the scandal of absolute monarchs to USA government. I, Vethapriya Prose, for civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines. I, Vethapriya Prose, want United States of America nation to rename Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu, India, after my name Vethapriya is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And Pope Francis resigns abruptly now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, become Supreme Chief Civil Judge for all nations, now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, become Supreme Chief Family Law and Supreme Chief Children Judge for all nations is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to become Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations organizations, World Health Organizations, Center for Disease Control, Department of Children Families, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports Export, Department of Military in all nations across the globe is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya Prose, to be the ambassador for all nations, starting with India, and I, Vethapriya Prose, should get dual citizenship of USA and India now is civil justice served. And thank you all for your time. Take care, my dear fellow mankind. I sure will get civil justice for entire human kingdom in 1 minute. Thank you all for your time. Bye for now. USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans. I hope we are all on the same page on this regard. That I'm providing a very, very important, very, very crucial civil justice sign off for myself. And it's a multitasking. And yes, whenever I have to provide this overview, it is going to be long session. And yes, I have to provide this overview, isn't it? So that that part can help the entire human kingdom and know the true meaning of what is multitasking, okay, and excellent communication at the same time. This session is all about food coloring, my dear fellow mankind, like F-O-O-D, food, like you and I, we all eat, right? The food, the vegetables, all the, the bread, the jam, the jellies, the ketchups, like that, the food coloring. And what it is all about, a little bit of overview on that. When I was working on the Poverty Free Earth End of the Year 2030 volunteer project, I already said I was hitting on every single checkpoint, every single gateway, just to see if I could figure out what is the root cause for poverty. So I was going through each and every single education as basic foundation level, right? So one side I was educating, one side I was analyzing. It was a brain drain job because it's a very complex task, isn't it? So then I went and analyzed on each and every single chemical factory types, right? So chemical factory types means what? Your iPhones, your iPads, they're all created in the very toxic chemical factories only. So then there is a waste management process. I even provided how healthy waste management process must be provided for those chemical toxins. They are lethal toxins. So they have that medical standards and code of ethics that needs to be followed. Otherwise, it can create hazardous and diseases to the human kingdom. So that is one part of the chemical plant. We do not have only one, right? We have the coaxial cables, the polymers, the rubbers, the paint, all those are toxic chemicals only. So they all are created only in the toxic chemical plants, and that is why the people who go and work in their plantations are highly risk, and beyond that they go and they risk their own lives, and then they give us the paint, right? So I educated, see how this paint is created, see for yourself, see the labor. Because we people, we go to the Menards or Home Depot or Lowe's or any of the home appliance, home maintenance shops, and we get the paint. The paint looks good for our eyes, isn't it? Like bright neon paints or whatever paints, the warm colors or the cool colors, the trendy colors, the contemporary style colors. People, we shell out dollars, we bring that paint and we paint. Either we paint for the do-it-yourself project to have a fun family time, or we provide a contract and then we do it. Either way, paint is a paint. But those are all created in the chemical toxic plants. So people have to wear the healthy preventative clothing and the mask, and everything should be covered. Otherwise, if they are going to get exposed to those toxins, whether they're going to breathe in or whether it's come into the skin contacts, they will get the chemical allergies, and it will create a lot of disaster to the human operating system. So I explained that part. Then you come to the iron, all the metals, right? When you're seeing your appliances, the cookwares, right? Beautiful glasswares, beautiful chinawares, right? Wonderful, how beautifully crafted with the painting and all that stuff. We go shell out money in the Walmart or Macy's and then we bring back. It is made out of clay, it can be made out of the glass, right? They are prepared, manufactured in the chemical factories, toxic chemical factories. So I educated, see, witness, see, open your eyes, open your God-given eyes and just see the labor that is provided. We humans, we go to the grocery store or the retail store, we get the cookwares and we just cook and we just eat in the cookwares only. So when I educated, people were able to see with their own eyes, oh yeah, oh this much labor is provided. So when they're seeing a cup or a bowl or a plate, they know how much of labor that was provided and why they're paying that much cost. Then chemical factories, like I was classifying on these categories, right? Then I came to, I also displayed, see, when you're driving a car, we go to the dealer shop, we shell out the dollars and we get the vehicles. But people never knew how the car was created, right? Car or a SUV, you name it. It's not created. So only after the car is built out, then the brand name is sealed on them, and then we go get it. Okay, so that means people got how much of labor is put inside that. But rather than that, those chemical plantations have toxic waste management, healthy medical standard codes that needs to be followed. Just like that, those toxins cannot be thrown on the water, thrown on the neighborhood community, right? Because that will create a lot of health hazards, from cancers to birth defects like this. I educated that. Then what more of the chemical processing I explained? I explained, see, whenever the nation foolish way want to create a war, this absolute monarch, prostitute Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis, the Vatican army, right? Though they are all super prostitutes, right? So they love only people's sufferings. Got it? So they enforced, means they mandated United States of America the dew point, the gunpowder of chemical chemical factory to create uranium-236. It's a chemical. It is created for a nuclear weapon. And people who are in the chemistry, they know how much of toxins that the nuclear weapon can bring in to the humanity. It will just destroy. So that means if United States of America is going for scenario, if the United States of America is going to throw, because I'm displaying all the crime, right? And probably these foolish people, they can do whatever crazy they can do. I already educated, they're super dangerous, right? So let's say this United States of America with foolish eyes just lifts that uranium-236 in the nuclear power plant in the Pentagon or wherever the defense location they have it. And just they're going to throw it on the top of the USA, top of the Asia, top of Europe, top of everything. In 1 microsecond, the entire planet Earth will be destroyed. And not only that, even after destruction, there will be side effects for years to come. The side effects, there is no cure for those side effects. Japanese people are even today, they're shedding blood because they are still undergoing that side effects. I sure will get the civil justice for them. I sure will get civil justice for them. They are still living in shame only. They have to live with the digesting, chewing with the injustice that have been bombarded on them. They should have thrown that uranium-236 bomb on the head of the Queen Elizabeth II, on the head of Pope Francis. They never did that. They never did that, right? That is a crime. And they have been living for 100 long years. Oh my gosh, they have to be thrown in the volcano, right? They have to be thrown in the volcano any moment, and they will be. Okay, war equipments. These military people have been exploited out of innocence. They were thinking they are only fighting for the country and they are becoming patriot. And above all, they joined military just for the veterans affairs benefits provided by any nation, because for them everything is free. At the cost of their own life, they get into the military. The people who get married to the military people, they know that risk. Any moment their husbands will be killed, any moment their sons will be killed in the war front, and they know that. They absolutely know that. But then the benefits blinds their eyes. They get anything and everything free for them. And there is a scandal and again a scandal. Veterans affairs, medical services provided scandal to them as well, isn't it? It was me who stood up for entire military population worldwide. I slapped on the face of the prostitute President Barack Obama. Unbiased justice, right? I slapped left and right on the face of Barack Obama, the lawyer, the prostitute. See, among the politicians, he was among the different generations. So probably he might not have had that, the first look into that scandal that's going on into the entire government until he became a president. He saw, and I educated, and he provided that reform process, and that transition to the President Trump admin, and he provided the veterans reform. It's still in the ongoing process because it's only baby steps, isn't it? The crime they provided, the destruction is too much. There are so many veterans who are sleeping on the road on a snowy day as of this moment. That's a crime, isn't it? So all the highest, richest and white-skinned people in the veterans only got those help. When I was walking on the road and seeing a veteran begging for help on the road with amputated leg, I was wearing bright colored sunglasses, isn't it? I just passed by. They will ask, please can you provide $1, a penny? I'll just pass by. Though my blood drops and seeing that injustice in front of my eyes, I'll just pass by wearing the sunglasses, the mirrored sunglasses. I can surely ask, why USA, you were so busy in throwing uranium-236 on Japan, why you never threw that same nuclear bomb on the head of Queen Elizabeth II? Justice means justice is same for all, right? See, your Pledge of Allegiance also says, in God we trust, in one law, one justice, and all those fancy words are there in the Pledge of Allegiance. Why that president, that specs person, who is that? Theodore Roosevelt, forgot that pledge. What went wrong? I can ask, right? Everything is a garbage, can you say? So then I went and educated, okay, these military people are abused in different forms, okay? See, can you see in each and every single civil justice I am providing other related defects also, the issues also, because each and everything will go forever. So I just want to finish all the crimes. It's skyrocketing. So each and every single war equipments and those lethal guns and the lethal rifles, the National Rifle Association, I think the owner is from state of Texas. Oh yeah, state of Texas only is pointing to all the garbage, isn't it? We are doing a waste management process here right now. And then they mandate, the people in the military have been exploited to become the sniper shooters. Do you all know what is sniper shooters? They have to lift the heavy guns or heavy rifles that is provided by Pentagon and the army of the USA. Foolish people. They have to shoot. Shoot whom? Not Queen Elizabeth II or Pope Francis, the real criminals. Shoot the innocent civilians and just enjoy it. And how many people after that war front became mental disordered people? Shooting, killing, seeing blood drop right in front of the eyes. The brain will go mad. It shut down, right? It gets overwritten. Who did that crime to the innocent people in the military operations? They were thinking whatever they are taking the gun and shooting the fellow mankind is rightful when it is wrong. It's crime. Humans can never lift a gun. You give a gun to a rifle to a fellow mankind, they just cannot. But then how? The military people alone can do it. Pope Francis, the Vatican army, and the Queen Elizabeth II, the London prostitution army, they educated USA because they want to look like a god. USA army must mandated look to be at fault. That's the truth, isn't it? They went to Cambodia, they destroyed Cambodia. They went to Laos, they destroyed Laos. They went to Vietnam, they destroyed Vietnam. They went to Cuba, they destroyed Cuba. They went to Greece, Cyprus, they destroyed Greece. They went to Philippines, they destroyed Philippines. They went to Taiwan, they destroyed Taiwan. They went to Thailand, they destroyed Thailand. They went to Nepal, Hong Kong, Indonesia, name anything. All in the name of what? How, do you all know how even USA got fooled? This prostitute Pope Francis said, hey, all the Asian nations are purest form of communism nation. Go, run now USA. Go create war for them and kill them. We will throw a lot of dollars to you. You see, you can live and float in and swim and drink in luxury. The dollars blinded USA, the foolish USA nation. They were just running everywhere, wherever they want to throw the bomb and kill the people, that's what they were doing. They went to Iraq, they threw the bomb, they destroyed Iraq in pieces. And I saw in the news, you laugh out loud and just spit on the face of the Pope Francis. I saw the news, I came to know news that he just landed, the prostitute, the Pope Francis, the prostitute, he just landed in Iraq. Can you see how I take the cane in my hand and whatever happening or worldwide is just aligning with whatever of wisdom education I'm providing? I think this is the second visitation to the Middle East nation that Pope Francis is doing. The last time when I was educating, he went, I think, to Dubai or Saudi Arabia like that. This time he visited Iraq. That says it all. How cunning can he be? Just throw your spit, just throw your puke on the face of the Pope Francis. Do you all know why they have that Vatican army? They are all the youngest generation, right? He knows how to exploit the innocent people. All boys or the sons only from the Roman Catholic families only. They must be dedicated to they will just give their sons to the Vatican for that Vatican army people. They have to be slaves forever to the Pope. Do you all know what exactly the scope of that Vatican military? They have to die and protect Pope Francis, no matter what. No matter what. So you all got it, right? Please keep your hands on your head and tell me, who should the Theodore Roosevelt must have thrown that uranium-236? On the head of Pope Francis, isn't it? That would have been heaven. On the head of Queen Elizabeth II, that would have been super heaven, double heaven for us, isn't it? But they never did that. Who is going to pay for damages for the side effects that still, even today, the Japanese people are undergoing through because of that? It is an earthquake-prone landmass, isn't it? Tsunami is a Japanese word. Right? Japan is Tamil Nadu, my dear fellow mankind. I own Japan. Don't tell things. Oh, yeah. So that means United States of America threw uranium-236 on Japan, right? I can ask now, loudest, clearest, hey, United States of America, I will read from Holy Book Bible. Can you please do this task for me? Make it easy. Just throw uranium-36 on the head of Queen Elizabeth II and on the head of Pope Francis, on the head of each and every single Islam leaders, Dalai Lama, yoga gurus. That'll be great. They'll just back off. USA will back off with freaked out mode. Why? They know when they're going to throw that uranium-236, it's just not Queen Elizabeth only will be killed. We all will have that side effect. Even today, at heart of heart, it is the USA government must be shedding tears of blood for the entire mistake it did on the Japan. It is crime, deadliest crime. Who gave that authority? Can you see how I'm providing rightful civil justice for Hitler, innocent man? And I cannot see any innocence in Theodore Roosevelt, whoever it may be. Whether he is a Republican president or whether he is a Democrat president, I don't damn a carrot damn. Other thing I can ask. What other thing I can ask? I can ask USA, please, USA, feed this uranium-236 to the Queen Elizabeth II, let her chew and eat it. We can all watch that. That is the healthiest thing. She can eat it and she can be gone in ashes that second itself. We can watch that, right? Because nobody has stood up and asked why they threw uranium-236 on Japan, right? Nobody. How many people are there? How many educated people are there? So I was just educating that. USA got it. Not now, long time back. Then, out of all the fixation I was able to provide, one thing I just got stuck. And I educated that also. See, I was able to provide all the issues and provide the solutions, all the fixations for all the crime. But one thing, I just cannot do it because it's just the way it is, because the crime is so severe. But then, what is the affordable solution I can provide is, this is what I provide. You all want to know what it is? That I got stuck up, I was not able to provide a fixation. I said, okay, chemical factories, these categories, these categories, these categories, and then I came the last one to the war equipments chemical factories, isn't it? Now, war equipments means you all know, there is airplanes, there is jet, there is lot of tanks, this and that. Where on the earth they will go and throw that in the waste management process? You tell me. I educated that and people got freaked out. Can they throw it on your households? No. Can they throw those war equipments and air flights on the oceans? No. Because there are sea animals and I have to protect my sea animals, right? Can they throw on the head of the White House? No. Can they throw on the head of President Trump? Or can they ask President Trump to chew and eat? No. It is he never asked for those war equipments. He is innocent. Okay? How about other presidents who are living? No, I do not want that to that because they are all classified innocents. And whoever created those war equipments must eat it, chew it, dye it, and die in ashes, isn't it? That is the civil law according to the Holy Bible guidelines. And I said, see, you cannot throw those war equipments in the oceans. You cannot throw that on the households. You cannot throw that on the mouth of presidents. But there is one solution you all can do, USA. Break all those in powder form or chewable form and just feed Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II and ask them to chew and eat it and digest it and let them be gone in ashes and throw them in volcano. This exactly I said. People all saluted me because there is no solution, right? We all, national governments, everybody is going freaked out about the toxins more. It cannot be disposed anywhere. The war airplanes must be crashed into ashes. They cannot be thrown anywhere because its toxicality is highest level. Are they humans? For whatever trillions of dollars they have spent on the wars alone, if only they would have saved that trillions of dollars, they could have provided healthy, affordable housing, free housing for each and every single civilian worldwide, isn't there? Now can you see what is the crime that provided by Dr. Fauci and Dr. Prince? I know your blood must be boiling because we all are humans, isn't it? So I have to educate everything in a related way because each and everything, if I'm going to, it will take more. But this covers everything. The food coloring is an umbrella. But everything others comes under it. Waste management processing, food chemical factories have their own waste management processing. So food coloring is an umbrella. It's just one word. It saves a lot of time and energy for me, isn't it? Food coloring is in everywhere. When they want to paint an airplane, they have to paint it with colorful, brightful paints. When we people want to enjoy the paints and the natural resources in a healthy way, what did the Queen Elizabeth mandated United States of America to do? The DuPont. To create poison. And this food coloring, it's just only umbrella. So this chemical factories, I have to educate everything of the chemical factories. So population got educated. Then I said, out of all this chemical thing, there's a waste management, toxic, healthy, medical standards way of waste management process for toxins. And only one thing I got stuck up. I said, I cannot fix it. I'm helpless, sorry, people. It is because if they are going to throw those war equipments on the oceans, the animals will die. I love to go to the beaches and enjoy the waves, sit and just enjoy the waves. Such a peaceful moment, isn't it? But when they're going to create this kind of a havoc, we all cannot go to the beaches there, right? Oceans, boating, shipping, cruising, what not? Water sports, team sports, everything will get polluted, everything. Right? These toxins, if they are not providing in a rightful medical standards way, it will just pollute the drinking water where each and every single state, the people, the innocent people going to use the tap water and drink, these toxins can be in there. That is why, then I have to educate. That is why there is a water treatment plant, chemical plant, where the chemists, they just go, they test the water, they treat for it, and see, they can identify how many chemicals are there, how many lethal toxin chemicals are there. They can separate it, then they can eliminate it, and they can provide a healthy drinking water. If these toxins are not treated correctly, then the drinking water can create a lot of skin cancer, lung cancer, whatnot, because we use that for not only drinking, we use for drinking, cooking, showering, right? These are all the basic essentials, right? So out of all this thing, they can at least figure out a way to provide an affordable waste management processing. I provided that education for a long labor. That session alone took long time. But right now I'm covering it in whatever possible, shortest possible I can do it. Because it takes a long time, isn't it? Now tell me, wow, that many years passed, right? Today, what is President Joe Biden going to say about that? When I say, hey, President Joe Biden, please can you throw all the war equipments, war airplanes, and national rifle guns and the rifles, the gunpowder, and the dew point creating all the chemicals on the mouth of, in the mouth of Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis? Will you say okay or no? You figure out that answer for yourself. Hint is what? Pope Francis is another, President Joe Biden is another puppet and prostituting with Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis. They will rather throw that on an Iraq and destroy innocent population, but they will never dare to. But I chopped the head of Queen Elizabeth II, isn't it? And I chopped the head of Pope Francis, isn't it? Not today, long time back, 2016. Now, you all get it. The COVID-19 is a scandal. And even in that scandal, it's God's name alone is glorified, right? As if all this scandal which we are undergoing through is not enough, they added too much, one more scandal called COVID-19. Now each and every single software line is also crashed, right? Because they have to specify COVID-19 in their thing. And then there is a presidential difference administration. So again, then that also will impact. Are governments thinking software people fools or trash or dirt or what? It's too much of a labor, right? They are just not saying it loud and I'm saying it loud. That's all. They must be the happiest people right now. Now this food coloring, okay, I provided on a higher level. So I explained what is chemical processing, chemical plant processing, what are the different types of chemical plants, and what needs to be the healthy medical standards of toxins, waste management process, right? When the people are collecting garbage from the trash can, that is only one part of the huge ocean of the waste management process, that's all. They are risking their own life. I already said that, right? Okay, so when that's why there's a recycling, whatnot, and people are coming away of the plastic part of it because of the toxins that is provided. Those are all I educated patiently. One by one means I never left anything. That is itself is a huge encyclopedia book itself. when I provided that education in the Facebook. I already said people would have made trillions of dollars in royalty if at all I would have published it as a book. But I did it only for the volunteer process, isn't it? It can help me now that USA pays me the salary, and USA have to pay the salary for me, that labor. You all don't know, it's a brain drain job I provided, my dear fellow mankind. One side I educated the birthrights, the civil rights, the human rights. Today you all got to know. When a nation is having uranium-236, that nation is disqualified to be a nation. So USA, you name any nation, each nation is having that nuclear weapon. Not only USA. Even India or Iraq, Iran, London, all nations have nuclear weapon. Why? There is one side, all these lethal, one side there is healthy processing. A nuclear energy can be also used for the source of electricity. But they never did that. They wanted to create that only to create war, to destroy population. And why they even want to create war? I'll come to that later. I already said there is a true reason behind it, isn't it? I'll come to that later. So I have to explain all this chemical processing, what is waste management process. Nobody knew. People are laymen, right? I have to explain every single thing from the scratch, from the foundation level I educated. How can you see an iron glass? How can you see a wonderful glass vase? What is the labor provided? They are all thrown on the fire after all. When they are thrown on the fire, how the plastic becomes shaped, gets its shape. How the iron and the gold and the aluminium and the copper gets its shape. It is fun thing to watch, but it's never fun to work on that facility. Because the people, they risk their own lives and work on that factories, the chemical factories, the charcoal factories, the asbestos sheets factories. And people working there, they got sick, right? Whether skin allergy or lung cancer or whatever. They were thinking, they never knew that just because they're working in those chemical factories only, they were getting those toxins. Yes, my dear fellow mankind. It is Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis created all this havoc. Okay, this food coloring is an umbrella, right? So what is the subclassification? If you're going to see a chili powder, it is red. If you're going to see a turmeric powder, it is yellow. If you're going to see the bright neon colors for the food coloring for the cakes and the hard candies, they are all beautiful colors, isn't it? Catchy eyes. I already said, if you're going to see during that springtime, the Easter time, we are right in the springtime, right? That Easter eggs and the M&Ms comes with the bright spring pastel colors, right? The food coloring. There is a scandal that's going on that too. These people, it's only created in the food manufacturing facility, isn't it? We people don't know. We all see is, oh wow, those M&Ms with the bright colors, the spring colors, the Easter colors, oh those candies are so good, bright. Even beyond eating it for the thing, we all get attracted towards the pastel colors and the colors they come in that hard candy. It looks good, right? I already said, when you're seeing the cotton candy, those colors look good. That attracts the people towards that way, right? Even if you're going to go for the chocolate cake or a cream cake or vanilla cake or a buttercream filling or cream puffs or whatnot, we have long list. Even in the cakes, we have long list of cakes, long list of pastry puffs, right? Tarts. They are all so attractive, isn't it? The ketchup and the French fries, right? They include all the food coloring to make it more attractive. There is preservatives. For how long tell me, when we cook food, the shelf life is not long, right? If you are going to keep the bread slice outside, you can see how the mold can be created in that bread. They teach in the school days, isn't it? Everybody knows that. So, but then how on the earth these foods which are provided in the packets or on the shelves, they say long life shelf, even if they provide a expiration date, how long? Because they add preservatives, the toxic chemicals. It can be in the form of salt, because salt is a basic, common, layman level known preservative. I already said it is used as a cleaning agent. You can even use a table salt to put it on your finger and clean your teeth. You can use your pointing finger as a brushing part of it, and you can still use it for cleaning your teeth. The regular table salt. Right? The spices can be used that well as well. So there is a healthy part of it, but they never wanted only healthy stuff to be given to the population. They wanted to feed only poison to the population. What would you all have done if you all were owning Walmart and Target and Costco, Walgreens, CVS, and Queen Elizabeth and the prostitute and Pope Francis the prostitute said to you all, hey, you feed poison. Don't worry about people getting sick or disease. Just shut down your conscience nerves, okay? But we will provide a salary of lot of benefits and luxury. You can live in luxury forever. Lifetime contract. What would you all have done? Can you see the crime that Walmart and Target and Costco and Amazon, they all got into? Without knowing any awareness. That is the innocence part, and that alone identified, and I can allow them to live free. I can bail them out. But beyond that, the crime is crime, and there needs to be discipline provided. And I will say, pay me $500,000 trillion direct deposit to my bank account. You can live free, but pay that. But before providing those damages, they should have thought twice, thrice, 4 times, infinite times, isn't it? If you're going to ask them, they will never ever dare to feed these kind of lethal toxins food to their own family and children. I already said, dentists will never eat a jaw-breaking hard candy, a lollipop, a dumb lollipop. No, never. The toffees made out of the caramel, they taste so good, but only certain brands, they create it in a very nice way. Meaning, if you're going to, it will be a little bit hard, but you can still, it's still in a breakable form. It will not create any havoc to the teeth mode, meaning you can still chew it, but the other hard caramelized candies, they will stick onto your teeth the moment you eat. Yeah, we all were in that book, right? And it will not even go forever. I mean, forever, I will not say forever, it will take time. People have to struggle to take those sticky parts on the teeth. There used to be, I don't know about here, there used to be, when I was growing, there used to be the toffee, okay? It's like, here there's what, regulars or something that starts with a W. There used to be similar thing, I think. I don't know whether the brand is still there in Tamil Nadu, Lacto King. The advertisement for that is separate, but then the taste was so good, okay? And I used to eat that. Then I got, when we eat that too many chocolates, what will happen? I have to have that teeth filling, that, right? So tell me, that's the way. And I'm not ashamed. I don't know about my peers. Yes, I do have a filling, right? I do have a filling, yeah. And in that filling, that, what's that? It's a iron or whatever. That was the one that was used long time back. In even medical field is evolving, right? Now they have all kind of facilities that they can provide the filling that looks like a teeth itself. And you all might have seen the golden teeth. In the movies only I've seen that. I've seen those things, that villains will come and they'll open and laugh out loud and they will show that golden teeth. That will be a main scene in that movie like that. This is just fun part of it. But then, tell me, this natural food coloring is one part. But then there is that additives that creates a stain on your teeth, right? Like coffee stain. If you see I don't know whether people have drank coffee from Starbucks or not. I already said I'm not a big fan of this coffee, this brand like that. For me, as long as, okay, when I want to, sometimes only, when I want to have a nice cup of coffee, it should be in a very, I already educated, right? I want it to be with thick milk, thick full fat milk like that, half and half like that. But then the point, why I have to bring that Starbucks here now is, I have seen that caffeine is too strong. I've drank coffee from McDonald's as well, right? The iced coffee, they came up with some. But then, this coffee, the caffeine, it will be so strong, very strong. But then I don't know why Americans love that coffee from Starbucks. It's their choice. See, so that again, nobody can define, isn't it? There are fanatic love for Starbucks. People will die if Starbucks is going to shut down, isn't it? But then all I'm saying is this caffeine, it's one of the toxic chemical. They say toxins in a healthy range. I mean, there's a healthy range of that caffeine that's created from the coffee. They say it is good when it is added with the milk and other things. But here the Americans drink only black coffee. For them, they don't know how to make good coffee. I'll put it that way. For how many long years the USA has been here? Active for 500 long years, right? USA, sorry to say this, but this is the reality. The Starbucks can provide coffee for $5 or $10 or whatever. It's been like that forever, isn't it? But only in Tamil Nadu they know how to make an excellent coffee. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, it's a staple food. Coffee is a staple food in Tamil Nadu. Even tea is staple food, but equally coffee is a staple food. No coffee, no household, that more. The Tamilians know how to make an excellent coffee. You should have the coffee made by Tamilians. It will be super tasty. See, for me, you're going to have a coffee. So when you're going to spend that much $5 or $10 for a black coffee, and that too much of caffeinated, why? So that is a life proof, right? We people are paying dollars and getting toxins more. When I'm saying that caffeine is too strong, even in the pea you can smell that caffeine. That itself is a proof that how much of caffeine is added into the coffee beans. And along with that, what if they added the food coloring to sounds like that, right? And even the Starbucks says the chai latte. No, that's not the way it should taste. I tasted once, I just threw that glass in the garbage. Because there again, the Tamilians are excellent in making an excellent tea, the latte tea. Nobody can beat it. But sadly, Starbucks never knew. All they knew is only black coffee, black coffee, black coffee, black coffee. And because when they're going to drink black coffee, their breath is going to smell like a coffee, isn't it? Teeth will be stained. And because teeth are stained, they have to come up with, oh, see, there is teeth whitening product. You can have an excellent smile, like that. So we have to keep on paying $5 for coffee, then get our teeth stained. I know you're all laughing. We have to get our teeth stained with bad breath. Then again we have to run to the Walmart or the grocery to get the teeth whitener. That's not a basic essential. Right? We have to run and get the teeth whitener one side and provide a labor to learn how to provide that teeth whitener. If you are going to do it wrong way, then everything will be havoc and disaster. Then you have to again run to the dental office. So can you all see this food coloring, how they created a havoc in fellow mankind's lifestyle? So we Tamilians know how to cook everything. I already said going to the hotel will be optional only always, and it will be like a recreational, just a recreational event it will be. That's all. Here, every single day people, no fast foods, no household, like that mode. It became one of the staple lifestyle here, right? Now tell me how many fast foods are there? I'm just bringing only McDonald's. For how long the Burger King is there? I never went to Burger King. But with all this advertisement going on, I would like to one day just stop by when things are getting better, just stop by and have it, right? Because from my thing, I know what is Burger King. It's same as McDonald's. Both are garbage, but out of that garbage, what? Like that. Even Culver's is a garbage, right? So tell me this food coloring, the food coloring. You know what? The thick milk, and you make a coffee out of it, filter it, brew it, the decoction they call it in Tamil Nadu. Here, whatever the filtered coffee beans that comes a dark liquid, right? That is called as decoction in Tamil Nadu. And when you are going to have that with the sugarcane sugar, it is okay for a recreational drink, that's all. People drink during morning breakfast time or evening time, 2 times a day or 1 time, so that's all. There is never a coffee shop thing when I was growing. Yes, the coffee shop means that whenever we have to go to the restaurant, like that. Not like I'm talking about, not like Starbucks kind of a thing. Very few, one are here, but there used to be tea shops. Those teas are real, so that is why the tea is called as chai. Chai is a Hindi word for tea, that's all. That's nothing more or less. So we Tamilians knows how to make excellent tea latte. It will be made with milk, with the tea, and then cardamom and ginger. Oh, the taste is so good, out of the world. So, but then, these things can be made easily at home. It will not even take 5 minutes to do it. 2 minutes to boil the milk, a cup of milk, and just throw one cardamom in there, and just take a little piece of ginger, just crush it a little bit, and just throw that ginger in there, and add a spoon of tea, and then allow it to boil, and then add milk and add a little bit of natural sugar. I'm talking about the sugar cane sugar. That is the healthiest form of the raw sugar is the healthiest form. It has a lot of nutrients and minerals in it. Healthy. So have that tea and see. It tastes so good, out of the world. I love it. And that is why when I'm a foodie, so I know when I cook really rich, and the food will be really tasty. Even the coffee, make a coffee out of the thick fat milk and then make a coffee out of it. That right amount of the decoction, the right amount of the coffee, and then add it with the milk and add whatever sugar you want, and that's an excellent thing. But here, people drink coffee black, right? So I don't know, I don't have any comments on that because it's a choice. It's an individual choice, isn't it? It's an individual choice. For me, I can drink a black tea with a little bit of lemon and sugar in it, or without sugar. I can manage to eat a black tea, but I cannot drink black coffee. I tried, I cannot. Oh, so bitter. Oh my gosh, I just spit it out. I just cannot. I wanted to try. See, sometimes people will think, oh, see how they are drinking that, why can't we try, right? So I wanted to give it a try to see if I'm able to drink a black coffee. I just could not. So this is me. And here for an other alternative, they were having what? Cappuccino, isn't it? I used to like cappuccino, the English toffee cappuccino. You're all laughing about the sugar tooth part, right? It'll be a lot of sugar in it, right? But I stopped drinking that. It's been a long time. No. So I'm not a coffee person. I say for me, for my peers, it might be without coffee they cannot start a day. Without coffee, they will get headache. These are all the telltale symptoms of how that product, the food products, can create addictive to the human body without their awareness. They will say, I have to have coffee in the morning, otherwise I cannot start because my brain will not work, my head will ache. I've seen people having headache when they cannot have that coffee, a cup of coffee. Without having tea, they cannot live. There are people who are tea fanatic lovers who will die when they are not having tea. For me, I need to have, sometimes, like I already said, right? For me, it's not every single day like that. No. Whenever I want to have coffee, but I want to have it in a nice, healthy way. Healthy way means what to say. I have to figure out a word for that. Okay, I will put it this way. I want to have that with a nice full fat milk. When you go to the shop, they have half and half. But for me at home, I use whole milk. So I need to have that whole milk. I boil it. One side I'll brew it and then mix it with the right proportion and add it with the sugarcane raw sugar. See, so it's not on a daily purpose. If it's daily, it's not very, I cannot live without coffee like that. No, I cannot live without tea. No. So that is pretty much it. So that means I know to live with or can also live without like that. I already said, right? I was able to restrain from chocolate, and people were just wondering when I like chocolate. So those are the little bit of actions that I can still restrain from when that needs to be. It goes by case basis. I can live with eating the meats, and I can also live without eating the meats, going full vegan mode. Yes, I do love to have meat, the seafood like that, but I can still live without it also. So it's not like, without the seafood I will die. No, not like that. Without ice cream, I will die. No, not like that. Right? I like stick ice cream. I like cone ice cream. Right? But, I can still live without those two. I'm just living without. And for the past 3 months, I'm staying inside the home only. Since when the snow started, up until today, I'm staying inside the home only. I'm still living. I'm not dead. Right? I'm not dead. I'm still living. It's just that I'm having that financial crisis and I want to get back to the workforce and get back into that finance stable mode, and that's all. And this particular overview is all about food coloring and how it's only umbrella. But how many crimes I fixed with this one civil justice itself? Can you see? Can you see why it is multitasking? And yes, my dear fellow mankind, Walmart, Target, and Costco, Sam's Club, and Amazon, and Walgreens and CVS Pharmacy, they are all handcuffed mode right now. They must be in the jail only. Right? Because they never bothered to look into whether the agriculture provided products are according to the healthy organic foods category. No. It became a garbage. That's all. It cannot be fixed. It needs to be sealed and shut down. So can you see the crime? Because the moment they provided all this kind of a scam, the poison fed to the population, it comes under the category of the drug dealing classification crime. So they cannot escape. The Walmart, Amazon, and the Target, they cannot escape the justice process is all I'm saying. They just cannot. Right? Because they've provided what? They're providing what? In their grocery stores aisles. Today, if you're going to see, they are having genetic modified foods. That is the highest crime. The subcrime is what? Food coloring scandal. They could have stopped at least with genetic modified food scandal. They never stopped there. Can you see how the crime is exponentially increased? Do you think there's only Walmart that is providing all these foods? No, right? There are other local family-owned grocery stores worldwide. So can you all count each retail by retail by retail? No, right? It's too much. But if I discipline Walmart left and right, all the retailers will be disciplined. I already said, if Walmart is going to be shut down, it must be shut down immediately. And it will be a total shock for the population after all. It will be a total shock because it's a no Walmart, no household kind of 1:1 mode of love for that Walmart, right? So when I discipline the Walmart, all the retailers are reformed and disciplined on that spot, same mode, same time, and USA pay me $500,000 trillion. That's all coolest, isn't it? This is how the civil justice must be. And we people never knew what we are getting it from the grocery stores. Is it healthy or not? Or what healthy standards they were created? And what food adulterative chemicals was added to it? What preservatives were added to it in the pickles or what not? We still go get it and eat it. But then, the moment they provided genetic modified foods, everything became invalid, isn't it? Everything, whatever they provided, the food, so-called in the name of food to the population, became invalid. It comes under the classification of poison. What will you do if you're going to feed poison to your fellow mankind, to your family and children? Will you do that? Will you feed poison? No, right? We humans cannot, right? But how on the earth Walmart, Costco, Amazon, and Target, and Sam's Club, they are able to feed the poison being insane. They're super insane, isn't it? Inhumane. They chopped their conscious nerve for 30, 50 long years of crime that's been going on. Right? Nobody knew. When we are going to see the buttercream toppings on the cake, it looks so good. I love cakes. I don't know, but I'm not ashamed to say that I do not like cakes. See, no. I like cakes. I like cupcakes. I like those bright colors, the toppings, the buttercream topping. But I like, rather than buttercream, that's too much sugary for me, I like the whipped cream topping. I love it. I'm not ashamed to say that. But then, what I'm educating here is when they're providing healthy standards of food that's meeting the medical standards, ethical standards, then that's okay. We are not going to eat every single day cake, every single day cupcake, every single day, right? But then, when they're providing all these toxins, the food adulterators. So if you're going to see the chili powder, it looks like red. What if there are so many frauds that's going on, the crime that's going on worldwide in the food industry. Rather than they add, instead of the real chili powder that comes with the dried chili, the red chili powder, cayenne pepper, they might add that equivalent food coloring to the chili powder. And our eyesight sees only chili powder, that's red color, right? And we add a paprika. We add it and eat it without knowing what toxins has been added there. And generally, these food coloring, the toxins comes under the sugars and salts. That is an umbrella. That is why the sugar cane, creating the sugar out of sugar cane, only the raw sugar form, the molasses form, it is the healthiest nutrition value. But when it gets transitioned into the processed sugar, the white sugar, the molecule sugar, then that's when it creates a toxic category. In the sugar, honey is a healthy alternative because it is nature. So people never knew what is honey. I have to educate that also. I said, see, for honey, that much of bottle, the labor is provided by honeybees. And they have to collect the nectars from wildflowers or forest everywhere. And they just spit their saliva on the honeybee comb. And that is only honey. We eat that honey. That is edible part. People can never go to that honeybee comb. They'll be killed, not by war equipments, by the stinging provided by the honeybees. So then the farming people, they have to wear the protective gear and they have to go to the honeybee and they have to collect the honey. That is the labor provided. Back in here, even the knowledge about the honey came only after I educated what is honey. Nowadays, if you're going to the grocery stores, honey is one important in the aisle, right? Like long time back, it's never used to be. We all can see only Heinz and jams and jellies, that's all. And the sugar, the white processed sugar, that's all, right? The medicinal values, the honey has medicinal values. Back in Tamil Nadu, that is also one of the staple thing. No honey, no household. The honey, it's not like, but there again, there's an adulteration and everything. But then, back in Tamil Nadu, lot of forest. So we get the real natural honey. You can even figure out what is the fake honey and raw honey. They added the white processing sugar to the honey to make look like a honey. Even in that, that's a scandal that's going on. So the Tamilians use honey. Without honey, no Tamil Nadu. So it's only after my education, I already said, Americans never knew what is coconut. Only after my education, if you see nowadays, everywhere coconut oil, everywhere coconut. Why? Because I provided that education. No coconut, no Tamil Nadu. It's a staple food. It will be one form or the other in their food, whether it be the dessert form, whether be it in a cooking oil form. We all get to eat that coconut pulp in Tamil Nadu. Here in America, they will not even bother to eat it. They don't know what is coconut, right? They get freaked out. Innocence of Americans. So yes, after I educated about the coconut, and I even educated about what is a fruit called mango. They never heard about that fruit called mango. Then, for them to easily relate, I educated, go to Costco and see for Alfonso mango pulp juice can. That is one variety of the mango that is coming only from Tamil Nadu. Go. Then they got, and now you can see how many mango fruits, frozen fruits are there. They are adding it in the smoothies, the yogurts, right? It's all because of my education. So I was only educating wisdom. These Walmart and the retails, they threw acid on me because I was just displaying their crime right in front of the humans, right in front of the national governments. It was so raw, right? 7.9 plus billions of humans are witnessing the life crime of Walmart mean. Where on the earth the Walmart can run and go and hide? So they just cannot take it. They just threw acid on me. That's all. They just stole the rightful job that belongs to me. It's hurting. I'm not hiding that feeling, right? It's hurting me a lot. Because how much of career is destroyed, my age factor, financial loss, because of the career destruction enforced. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, this crime that's provided in the retails, Walmart, everything, it's all created by Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis. What would you all have done? You work on that answer. Because it's a feeding population process. It's the healthiest, holiest public processing, isn't it? And they just destroyed that in the name of dollars. And it is according to the Revelation 18 only everything is going on right now. And yes, this also went long, 1 hour and 9 minutes. So here, I'm providing the civil justice for the natural food colors. And Walmart cannot say anything. They're handcuffed mode. They have to be shut down because they are fed genetic modified foods, everything invalid. So yes, I will read through the civil justice quickly so that we all can be on the same page, okay? So along with Walmart and Costco and Amazon and Target, right? These people, Walgreens and CVS firms are handcuffed and thrown on the jail mode. They should be sealed and shut down only. The Code of Federal Regulations, right? The CFR, they are handcuffed mode because they are the ones who should have provided the guidance to the Walmart, isn't it? But they said, it's okay, you can provide conventional food poison, it's okay. Even if it's poison, it's okay. USA and Code of Federal Regulations Agency and USA, United States of America Department of Agriculture Agency and US Food and Drug Administration agencies can live free because Pope is there to cover us and Queen Elizabeth II is there to cover us, and top of it we all can get the luxury. So they provided the crime. So they also must end up in jail only, right? So I will read it. Errors is poison, lethal chemical toxins can be lead or arsenals and aspartame, I already said. If you go and look into the Diet Coke or ice cream with all the brands names, what is that? Ben and Jerry, the Eddie's, right? There are so many Kims, there are so many brands in ice cream bags. Bucket of ice creams. Remember? Americans used to get the buckets of ice cream to take to their households. I've seen it. But it's just the way. But then they were thinking by eating diet ice creams, by eating the sugar-free ice creams, they can live healthy. But rather they were the ones who were creating hazards to them. It is rather eat a affordable portion size of regular sugarcane sugar, right, than getting fooled by the illusion and eating sugar alternative. Eat the regular sugar itself, but eat it in a portion and eat only raw sugar or add honey as an alternative. That is healthy, right? But these agriculture, the United States of American Agriculture Garbage, the Prostitute Organization, and FDA, US Food and Drug Administration Prostitute Organization, they never bother. They destroyed humans' life because the more the disease is created by these retail organizations, the medical services, the hospital, the St. Mary's Hospital and the St. Jude's Hospital get their business. And then Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis can eat that tax dollars. We all were paying tax to get cancers, to get diabetes, to get whatnot thing. That is crime, isn't it? That's absolute crime. People never knew. If you're going to see on that Easter, what is that the bird thing? The marshmallow. Marshmallow is used to create that beautiful colors, the sugar colors. Nobody knew because that color is so attractive, color is so illusionizing, right? Even the marshmallow is a raw form of the poisoned sugar only. So these, if you see all this additive and the food color, they have the sugar chemical in it and the salt chemical in it. Both of them are poison only. If we people are not eating the healthy categorized of salt and sugar, our body will be destroyed. That is why in the Lay's chips, I know you're all freaking out, right? Just stay calm. The Lay's chips, no Lay's chips, no households, right? No chips, no household. No Cheetos, no household. No Fritos, no household. No nachos, no household, right? We all need that some kind of crunchy things. Back when we grew up, the crunchy things, we never even had to go to the shop. We can, that the homemade thing, we can make that itself at home. It's called, and the appalam. But then appalam means it's made out of rice flour and the lentils like that. Healthy. Even that's also not healthy, but even when you compare to all the things, you know. So the Tamilians of Tamil Nadu knows to eat, how to cook food right and eat it. And from them only China, Japan, Italy, they all get to learn to eat rice. Tamil Nadu is the oldest nation in whole entire planet Earth, says it all. It's the oldest nation, first nation. So I will provide more education on that end. So let's not confuse this and that, okay? Yes, my dear fellow mankind. I love chips. I am not ashamed to say that. I love nachos. The dip, the nachos with that salsa. Oh, how tasty it is. I love it. I'm not ashamed to say that, see, I like cake, see, I like the cream puffs. You might have seen in the grocery, right? It comes in a small uh, portion size, the cream puffs. Oh, I love it. So I'm not ashamed to say, see, I like to eat the the fruits, and it comes like a pie with the fruits top of it with the custard, and I like that too, and top it with whipped cream and have it. But then we all fallen in trap. So Walmart never knew it is going to get into this kind of a scandal when it started 30, 50 years back. Same like software world only. Microsoft never knew they are going to get into this kind of a scam. Apple, so they are all in one category, but in different types, different avatars and different forms and different brand names, that's all. I already said what? When Walmart is going to go to the jail, all will be in jail only. We population will be outside and just watching them. What on the earth is going on? Why all are running? Why all the government sectors and public sectors are running towards the jail? What on the earth is going on? Is it like that Madagascar movie? The animated movie? Or is it like the Lion King movie? What is this going on? Is it an exodus, or people are loving to stay in the jail rather than staying outside? What exactly is going on? This is what is happening right now, this moment. Where the fun part is fun part, the real saddening part is how we innocent humans, because non-medical population, we all got fooled. We all got fooled. But then we can make cake at home, we can make bread at home, we can make the same pastry puffs at home, we can make the same ice cream at home, we can make same waffles at home. I love waffles. I don't know about my peers. I love pancakes. We can make pancakes at home. At least we know what ingredients we are adding in it. Versus these Walmart and all these people, in the name of dollars, they are adding only toxins, and we got fooled, because one point they took our dependent mode as for granted, right? That is why these first telltale sign of this abusive Republicans are, they can exploit people. They can exploit people. And how to exploit people? First, to make dependent. So when we are working and we are having lot of other things to do, when we are not having time to cook, what will we do? We have to run to the grocery, pick up the food. If grocery is not open, we go to the restaurants or the fast foods and pick up food and come back home. So they make us to be dependent. Then we'll run, like how people runs to the hospital, we keep running to the restaurant or the grocery store. And we pay the dollars and we get ingested with poison. So, but then I educated this hotel, the food industry, the hotel and the restaurant, the fast food are the holiest public services, right? Just like doctors only they are providing. Rather than the medical field processing or the software world processing, what they do, they provide too much of love and they cook food, but they have to do it rightful way. When they do it in all this kind of filthy way, then that's not right. That is invalid. That invalidates their services, isn't it? Yes, my dear fellow mankind, Walmart is at fault mode and must be going to the jail. And it is the darkest history of United States of America to digest it. Along with Walmart, entire USA goes to jail. Got it? That's what the meaning of Walmart goes to jail is all about. Their software logic, the Walmart have written, hits on every single USA national operations. So that is why Walmart goes to jail. All goes to jail. President Trump just laughs out louder because he's out of the White House. So President Joe Biden goes to jail. Now tell me, do you all want President Joe Biden to go to jail, or do you all want President Joe Biden to live free? I'm just asking it for you to answer. I know the correct answer. I know what to do, how to discipline President Joe Biden. I said, just get out of the White House, go live free and enjoy your retirement life. I already provide civil justice for them. He's just ignoring, and he cannot. He thinks he can run and hide. He cannot. Right? Walmart is everywhere. Like a cancer cell. Walmart is everywhere in the planet Earth. It cannot run and hide. I handcuffed Walmart and mandated to kneel down right before Tamil Nadu. I handcuffed Costco, I handcuffed Target, I handcuffed Amazon, and handcuffed Walgreens, I handcuffed CVS Pharmacy, and mandated all of them to kneel down right before Tamil Nadu. I handcuffed Code of Federal Regulations Agency of USA to mandated to kneel down right before Tamil Nadu. I handcuffed USDA, United States of Department of Agriculture Agency, to kneel down right in front of Tamil Nadu. That is civil justice served to me for whatever they have done for a havoc, a disaster. Can they take back all the cancers? Can Walmart take back all the cancers from the population? Can Walmart take all the internal organ destruction? Can they take all the medical claims billing for them? No, right? They will run and hide. No, they cannot run and hide. The USA Food, Drug and Administration, I mandated them to handcuffed and kneel down right in front of Tamil Nadu. My blood is boiling. My blood is boiling. And you all must know why my blood is boiling, and there's a long list of reasons, and there's more crime for you all to puke, my dear fellow mankind. This food coloring is just only one part of the crime, that is all. How many crimes as of now? Basic essentials, crime 1. Food and nuts, crime 1. Meat, poultry, eggs, crime 1. Milks, cheese, butter, and yogurt, crime 1. How many crimes? How many crimes? How many crimes? How many crimes? And beyond this, it's all the COVID-19 was created only for the tax. And why they chose the Wuhan, China? The China and President Trump admin was fighting for tax, along with Amazon was also fighting for tax with President Trump administration. They all knew this Vethapriya is going to take them down. They feared, they freaked out, and they just threw acid on my face. They stole the rightful job that belonged to me, and it's hurting. It's just hurting me a lot. Okay, as if this hurting and this injustice, whatever we all have to undergo through as a one family, is not enough. This foolish prostitutes, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brinks, they just stepped in out of nowhere and they created the mask scandal. I just cannot tolerate that. Out of all this scandal, I just cannot tolerate the mask scandal they provided. Are they humans? Are they humans? So yes, this particular civil justice is multitasking, and I covered how many crimes in one crime with one word of Morse code for an excellent communication. Food coloring. Enough. People will get it. Oh, food coloring session. Oh, yeah. I have to educate this because the people will immediately get it. Because here I am just only saying on a highest level versus when I was educating few years back in Facebook, when I was working on poverty free at the end of the year, I was going one by one item by one item, one food item by one food item. And now you got it. Why that many years took for me to educate, right? So one side I educated the population to know about the birthrights, know about the civil rights, know about the consumer rights. But then, what kind of a fatal negligence has been provided by Walmart? We all were shopping only for Walmart, making Walmart riches, isn't it? Every single day. It's the same for Amazon. You name any retails. But in return, what they did for us? They threw assets in different forms, that's all. And I'm talking for our entire human population who cannot talk, who cannot shout even. They have to, how many people are silently chewing on the injustice, being helpless from it. And I'm talking for those people. I sure will get civil justice for entire human kingdom, my way only. $500,000 trillion is the cheapest medical finance compensation that USA can provide for the Walmart feeding food poison to the population. It is crime, deadliest crime. There's no other crime to feed a poison to the population in different avatars. And food coloring is just one of the crime. As if genetic modified food is not enough for a crime, they even ignored about the severity of the crime. I don't even know whether the Walmart knows about the severity of the crime the Walmart provided. It comes under the classification of drug dealing processing crime. It impacts import, exports, trading, processing, stock exchanges processing. Now we all got it, right? It all comes under the umbrella of Italy Stock Borsa, the deadliest, the venomous organization in whole entire earth. And that is only one umbrella, my dear fellow mankind. Italy Borsa means what? It's just a brand name. Italy Borsa London Exchange, Italy Borsa Cairo Exchange, Italy Borsa Egyptian Exchange, Italy Borsa Germany Exchange, Italy Borsa France Exchange, Italy Borsa Scotland Exchange, Italy Borsa Ireland Exchange, Italy Borsa Australia Exchange, Italy Borsa New Zealand Exchange, Italy Borsa Denmark Exchange, Italy Borsa Finland Exchange, Italy Borsa Netherlands Exchange. You name whatever. That many $1 trillion of crime that's been going on. Nobody knew. I nailed it. I nailed it. If you see in the screenshot, that will be Italy Borsa only. And then London, that's the reason. That is a communication and a communication. That's all. People, wisest people must have got it by now. Oh yeah, this lady is the excellent wisest lady. She knows how to take down Pope Francis in ashes. She knows how to burn Queen Elizabeth II in ashes. Oh, let's watch this show. This is what worldwide will be talking right now, this moment. When all nations are in absolute crisis because of this COVID-19 crime that's been going on. At least I stepped in as a soldier of God and I'm saying, hey, just move out. All the people just move out. Give me the pathway. Let me start guiding. Let me start the design. Give me the job. Because I know how to fix all these kind of a crap that's been going on. I can fix it. I only can fix it. The only one I stuck up, I already educated. I also educated. I don't know about what is stocks and the bonds and that trading process. I have to learn. It's a learning curve. So once when I get into that processing mode where I could learn, then I can learn. I am a fast learner on that end. But on the highest end, I just know on the highest level, I can nail down this is crime, this is wrong. So that is how I nailed on the Italy Borsa Stock Exchange organization. And you will puke more if I'm going to display more truth about that Italy stock exchange borsa. Why on the earth it's having a filthy vulgarism statue built right in front of that stock exchange? It is only to destroy holy marriage law. So the stock exchange and the trading tax, everything was created to destroy holy marriage law, nothing to destroy holy marriage law. What would you all have done? I know your blood must be boiling, right? It is just to destroy our precious God-given lives alone this scandal was created. Just for them to eat the tax out of drinking the blood of our fellow mankind. We never knew. We all got fooled. We all got fooled. So one side I educated what is healthy food. One side I educated go to Tamil Nadu and see, can you see why people were running towards India? It is only because of my education. And now we all are seeing Himalayan salts, the pink salt, right, in the grocery. The land of resources, super richest in the entire planet Earth is indeed Tamil Nadu. I will reveal all the truth for you all. Just be patient. Just be patient. Pope Francis will be thrown in ashes any second. Walmart is already in handcuffed mode. Must be sealed and shut down mode only. I can bail out. I'll say, just wait in the waiting list. Let me work on my mercy list waiting list process, and then I will come and work on to provide waiting list. You wait like that. The crime is deadliest, my dear fellow mankind. President Joe Biden just cannot be president. No. He is the one who is going to destroy the US more further. And that's a proof, right? President Trump could not fix it. President Obama could not fix it. How on the earth President Joe Biden can fix it? We are taking a recent track records of how and why presidents of USA are only puppets and prostitutes to Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth II. They're going to destroy, President Joe Biden is going to destroy USA more in ashes means already USA is only in Stone Age era in the year of 2020. That is the most pathetic state a nation can be. And there is generation gap already. They will never understand what the crime is all about that's going on. Their brain cannot work. Their brain is always in that 1930s mode only. The Mitch McConnell's brain is always in the 1930s brain only, that era only. They cannot understand. Foolish people cannot understand wisdom I'm talking about. Only wises alone can understand. I'm praying to God to speak directly to the USA government to understand the cruciality of the crime I'm talking about. Nothing else. USA should not be even bothered to work on anything else. They should just listen to me and do the task by task by task. Means what? I have to get the job offer immediately signed up, and I'm going to provide the task by task by task means fastest way possible I can fix everything. Just give me a year or two, I can fix it. Because I know how to fix it, right? Because I displayed the error. I displayed the two criminals who create this crime. And I know how to fix it. When all is broken. Everything is broken. Walmart is broken. Medical services broken. Army is broken. Pentagon is broken. Software broken. What? 360 degrees broken in pieces. What would you all do? What will you do? My blood is boiling because I own USA and USA is Tamil Nadu. I just cannot tolerate the way it got fooled, the way it got enslaved, the way it got backstabbed, the way it got mandated to be framed, to look at fault mode, the way it was made to look like a clown in front of all the nations to be mocked at and bullied at. I just cannot tolerate it because USA is mine. The dust of USA belongs to me. I will reveal who am I. You keep working on that. Okay? I just cannot tolerate. See, I'm at least expressing my real feelings, right? This is what a family members will do when they're sitting and talking with the family members, right? We are all in one family only. We can be different nationality, different ethnicity, different colored skin, different religion, faith, different spoken language, but we all have the same emotions. We cannot tolerate when we see injustice in our own eyes. We humans are born to love clean only. We cannot feed poison to humans. So how on the earth Walmart is feeding poison to the humans? You work on that. Are there monsters in Walmart? No, right? Are there monsters in Walmart? No. Innocent humans. Innocent humans. So I sure will get medical compensation for everybody. I only know how to get the medical compensation in a stylish way. $500,000 trillion direct deposit to my bank account is enough for civil justice. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. No fancy talks here. No miscellaneous fancy attachment here and there. No. Just go in jail, wait, pay $500,000 trillion, and then let's see. I can bail out because there is an innocence is identified, but I just cannot forgive Walmart for what? Walmart means what? Our entire retail population for what they did. Oh yeah, more crime is there. Wait, watch and see. It's a labor intensive process I'm providing. It's a labor intensive education I'm providing. Please tell me, what do I gain out of it? Again, nothing, isn't it? When I'm saying gain nothing means what? I'm not seeking attention here. That's not my job. Got it? I'm here to get civil justice. I want civil justice. Who is Walmart to feed poison to me? Who is Walmart to feed poison to the entire population? Who gave that authority? Even if Queen Elizabeth gave poison to Walmart, the Walmart should have thrown that poison on the mouth of Queen Elizabeth II only. But rather, the Walmart being slave to Queen Elizabeth II, feeding poison to population, that's deadliest crime. No forgiveness for that. I cannot forgive. What did I say? If I know true God of true Christianity will forgive. So even for true God of true Christianity, I have discipline. I will say, oh, true God of true Christianity, stay aside, stand aside. No. I have to slap Walmart for the disaster provided to the population. It is zero tolerance. In my book of civil law means only then through me, God's name can be glorified. Why God is always God? People should know. People should know. Why the abusive people providing abuse to the fellow mankind, they cannot walk away free. They should know. People should know why they cannot walk away free. Because they need to be disciplined, right? With $500,000 trillion of penalty slapped on the face of Walmart, do you think the Walmart will even in dream will dare to feed poison to the population? Yes or no? You work on that task. I'll give that task for you all for a homework assignment to work on it. Work in silence. Do not ask any of your peers. You have your God-given brain. You have your God-given heart. Work on it. Figure out the right, correct answer for that. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, the overview went long, but it's still worth it, isn't it? Because I have to explain that overview because people will relate me to the earlier education I provided in Facebook. Oh yes, this lady, we could remember that lady. Oh yeah. It was too much of labor I provided. The brain draining processing. People were shocked how on this earth, this one lady providing all people's job as one human being. How on the earth she can do it? People got freaked out. And then they realized something, Holy Spirit, God's Holy Spirit took over the world and something good is going to happen. if not now, but it's something holy happened. And whatever this lady is talking, it's God given wisdom she's talking. People got it. And I will read through the justice, okay? For I, Vethapriya, Prose, proved scandal of absolute monarchs and proved Pope Francis's Roman Empire King Herod as of February 2021. Any salary as in tax-free billions of dollars, USA government can provide effective immediate using direct deposit to my bank account to I am Vethapriya Prose, native Indian tribe, Israelite tribe, Christian, Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, true owner of all nations worldwide, can help me. So, scandal phases of Republica, Europe nations worldwide is Republica at fault found guilty prostitutes of, at fault found guilty of fatal negligence, USA Republican government, and at fault found guilty of fatal negligence, USA government, Democrat government, USA-FCC-USDA-FDA-RETAILS-BASIC essentials types, genetic modified food coloring, agency, nations created, robocall poverty mandate is proved. And you all got it, why Walmart threw acid on me. It is because of this crime I was providing to the world. And the entire Republican government wanted to throw acid on me. I'm proving it, right? And enforced poverty disability I, Vethapriya Prose, on October 2018 for Republica government of USA prostitute to steal the rightful Supreme Court judge of USA job on October 2018. Why they wanted to provide that robocall poverty? I said what? People should never pay tax of any form, and it must be the USA government that should pay the tax to the population. They threw acid on me. They do not wanted me to be the Supreme Court judge of USA. So there's a scandal 1, scandal 2. I took only in the positive note that President Trump, using the FBI, wanted to track me down to provide me that job. But helpless mode, puppet mode. A president of United States of America is just a puppet. Gets a 500,000 salary approximately, with all the benefits, that's all. But it's a puppet. So the Pope Francis was injecting all the toxins to these people. Go, 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 go. Steal the rightful job from I, Vethapriya. Otherwise, the moment when she becomes the Supreme Court judge of USA, the family law judge of USA, the family children judge of USA, we all, the Walmart, everybody will be on the soup. Go, 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 steal the job for her, from her. And so in that phase, I even proved what? Brett Kavanaugh and Amy Barrett are the prostitutes, isn't it? And whoever in the Supreme Court judges are prostitutes. That is why that lady also, who was very strong, what's her name? Ruth, the last name is a long name. She died. And even in her death, she just wished. Just they have to wait for the new government to provide. But again, they want to steal the job from me only. They signed the job to Amy Barrett, who was an absolute prostitute. Right? Purest form of prostitute. Because this is a multitasking, because I'm just displaying the crime in the live move. Brett Kavanaugh and Amy Barrett cannot run and hide. They know what they did for a crime. If at all they have the conscience, they will just resign and get out of the Supreme Court judge services. Or each and every single Supreme Court judge in the agency are all prostitutes. They all are sitting and doing only garbage, and they're getting highest salary in earth. In the name of judge, in the name of law, they broke every single thing, my dear fellow mankind. Worldwide knew I am the excellent leader. I already said, right? I had the count of plant, each plant. I have the count of animal. I have the count of dust in each nation. I have the count of water drop in each ocean. Now 3 oceans. I have all the count of how many water drops in each ocean. People just freaked out. People just freaked out. How on the earth? How is it possible? How is it possible for an average civilian dummy brain to hold this much of wisdom that is cannot be even understood by average humans? How? Why? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? This is exactly what people were going through. They silently listened to my wisdom education. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. So it all related. Since spring 2014, these Queen Elizabeth, Pope Francis knew they are going to get into this kind of a death penalty. I just blacklisted them. You all know that. I chopped the head of Pope Francis in October 2016. So now you all got it how on 2018 they threw acid on me. This word I said, people should never pay tax. Period. This one sentence is enough for people to relate me. The Walmart freaked out. Right? How many food items are there in their inventory? That much items have sales tax, state tax, federal tax. That is one crime. 3 crimes. Then 4th crime is what? Genetic modified food. That is 4th crime. Fatal negligence and crime. So that means the crime is skyrocketing. Then food coloring, food nuts, eggs, milk. All these are genetic modified food, means crime. It's not only Walmart, so you name any retails, be it convenience stores, be it strip malls, shopping mall, restaurant, fast food, Amazon, online shopping, all became prostitutes. They were still prostituting only with Queen Elizabeth II. It's crime, and I'm proving it as of what? March 5th of 2020. And this comes under the domestic violence, deadliest domestic violence, breach of duty, intentional infliction of emotional distress, causation and injury, battery and types, assault and types, false imprisonment and types, trespass to land, trespass to chattels. That comes under that classification. Just because Pope Francis asked them to create the diseases, these retails created diseases. That is the crime. And you all know what I would have done. I just gave the assignment for you all to work on what you all would have done. That's all. Nobody can define nobody's. Right? My brain processing is different. I stand out in the crowd. I already said I stand out in crowd with the 7.9 plus billions of humans because nobody stood up and educated this crime. Nobody. Even Erin Brockovich, she only helped only that particular neighborhood, that's all. And without any, went to any law school, she became a lawyer. That was her talent given by God. Right? Even she will be happiest for me as of this moment. Because I'm not only helping one small neighborhood, I'm helping 7.9 plus billions of humans' life I'm protecting. I'm standing in front of them. I'm talking, a mouthpiece. Entire national governments, they're panic mode, they're at fault mode, they are to be in the jail mode. So I am standing in front of them and I have to bail out them. You name any food, fruits, vegetables. In Tamil Nadu, they have long list of varieties of spinach. Here, only one variety of spinach, right? They have just one name, spinach, that's all. Back in India, back in Tamil Nadu, exclusively Tamil Nadu. Long list of spinach. And it is after my education, how many grocery stores are having healthy spinach types that is right from Tamil Nadu? Moringa. Have you heard about it? Go run right now, run to the grocery store and see for that. The pricing is $20, $30, $15, $17, sales tax, federal tax, state tax. See how I'm frying Queen Elizabeth II in ashes? Are you all enjoying the show? Enjoy. Spit on her face. Just spit on her face. Let her die in ashes. This crime is going forever, long time. It's not even 500 years crime, my dear fellow mankind. It is like thousands of years of scandal that's been going on. Here, Americans, okay, after I educated, they knew only one mango type. I said, the land of mangoes is indeed Tamil Nadu. Go to Tamil Nadu. Long list of mangoes. We all grew up in that mangoes. Oh, how tasty this fruit is. Americans never even knew what is mango until I educated them. No mango, no household in Tamil Nadu. The mango fruit can be eaten as a fruit or can be also considered as a vegetable. Both. When it's eaten as in the ripe mode, it becomes a fruit. It's the same thing as a papaya. No papaya, no household. Highest vitamin A. But all these foods must be organic foods. If it is going to be genetic modified foods, all these healthy foods becomes garbage. Because it is going to create cancer, no matter what. It is going to create sexual malfunction, infertility, hormonal disorders, bloating, gluten, acidity. If you eat organic garlic, organic ginger, it is healthy. If you are going to eat unconventional ginger, unconventional garlic, it's not healthy. It creates a disaster. So, tell me, what is Walmart going to do and what is President Joe Biden going to do about that? On top of it, shamelessly, Walmart also selling guns and rifles in their stores. Are they humans? Are they humans? Will you sell poison? A gun and a rifle is a poison, isn't it? It's a gunpowder. Gunpowder. It's a chemical, lethal toxics. So people have to get it, people have to go for a license, people have to pay for that license, and they have to go and show the license, and then they have to figure out a way to put it in their household. They say, see, the strangers are coming, the burglars are coming, so we need to have guns so that we can shoot them and to kill. Why? I stood up and educated. Hey, fools! We are not living in monsters' world. All are humans only in the human kingdom. Remove all the rifles from all the nations. Then what can civilians do? I know you are lost. Only when there is a rifle, people can even lift the rifle and even work on that labor to see. That's not how it should be, right? Even if a rifle is given to the civilian, they should run only in wisdom pathways. That's all. Then they made it dependent mode. See, each household have knives. See, each household have house cleaning products like ammonia. Ammonia is dangerous. When you are going to clean your toilet cleaning agent, if it is not if you are not providing exhaust fan, if that ammonia gas is going to be filled in, you will die, or you will get some kind of an allergy. You will get health hazards. So that means any cleaning product is garbage. It's a toxin. We have to wear the gloves and work on toilet cleaning. We cannot drink the toilet cleaning Oh, how tasty! How beautiful blue color it is! Oh, how can we even drink and see? We'll die. We'll die. These color, the laundry Tide pods, they look so cool, isn't it? Like jelly thing. Oh wow! Is it a candy? Is it a jello? Why can't we eat and see? We will die. We will die. So when people knows their brains to organize and how to use responsible those things, there's no need for a civilian to work on to get a license to hold a rifle at home. No, that's never a need. No. So they want to make it legal because that way they can say, see, this is legal. So war, killing people also legal, and see, sniper shooting is also legal. A veteran who would have been killing all the civilians worldwide in the war front, when he comes back to the home country, he'll be given free benefits just because he went and killed the people in the name of patriotism. Is that a patriotism? No, right? Rather, a soldier of USA should do what? Cover the national flag on the fellow mankind in the war front and salute and hug in a true friend. See, we all can fight, but United States of America, our population knows how to be only friendly. That is a wisest nation. That is how a nation should be. But sadly, not even one single nation is like that. Everything is broken and everything is garbage, including India. When COVID-19 was going alone, the China and India was doing war, isn't it? That says it all. Whether there's a COVID-19 or not, they really don't care. So they are super foolish, isn't it? So I am the toughest one. I can take the cane and I can discipline and I can tear down India in pieces. I can tear down China in pieces because I own China, I own India. I know how to discipline them. They all will listen only to me. You all go work on who am I then? When USA is breaking their heads that they cannot handle the Iraq, the foolish Islam nations, and the China, and the Korea, and the India, I'm saying they all will listen only to me. You all go work, figure out who am I. Okay, so let's keep that session as a separate session. That's a long session after all. So, yeah. So, I, Vethapriya Prose, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, own the text for ongoing civil justice sign-off, at fault found guilty of fatal negligence, USA Republican government and USA Democrat government, as in USA-FCC-USDA-FDA-RETAILS-BASIC essentials error, genetic modified food coloring, and organic food coloring agencies nations created robocall poverty mandate. Until I educated the nutrition values of garlic, the turmeric, the ginger, the pepper, it is only after that the Americans filled those items in the grocery stores. You all are seeing that differences, right? It's all from Tamil Nadu, the one and only, the richest Tamil Nadu, my dear fellow mankind. You all got it. Why people running and running and running only to Tamil Nadu? Here is what? 2021. For how long they've been running? Thousands and thousands of years. That much riches Queen Elizabeth II is eating raw. Don't you all think I get civil justice stylish way? Yes, indeed, stylish after all. Yeah. We are all humans, right? We all think alike. So the error is genetic modified food coloring and organic food coloring agency nations created robocall poverty mandate, and with fatal negligence failed to educate USA cannot create robocall poverty mandate, and by default created Republica USA robocall poverty mandate to I, Vethapriya Prose, true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge, and Republica government GOP leader Mitch McConnell, President Trump, Supreme Court Judge Brett Kavanaugh in October 2018 enforced poverty mandate to Vethapriya PROSE abruptly in October 2018, and Republican government of United States of America took away $4,500 on October 2018 abruptly, and enforced finance debt of $10,000+ since October 2018, October 2019, October 2020, and as of today, February 2021 to Vethapriya PROSE, and enforced finance disabled to Vethapriya PROSE abruptly. It is crime for at fault found guilty of fatal negligence USA Republican government and USA Democrat government to provide the basic essentials USA-FCC-USDA-FDA-RETAILS. Oh, I forgot to color remove the text for poultry and eggs and meat, but then it all comes under the food coloring only. So created robocall poverty mandate is proved, and when ruling USA, they never educated USA should never provide enforced poverty to Vethapriya PROSE. So civil justices Vethapriya PROSE want Citibank CEO to pay off my debt $10,000+ and sign off tax-free $5,000, and at fault found guilty of fatal negligence USA-Republica government and USA Democrat government and USA-FCC-USDA-FDA-RETAILS-BASIC essentials error genetic modified food coloring and organic food coloring created robocall poverty mandate with fatal negligence, so must sign off tax-free $500,000 trillion to be direct deposited in my bank account for all types of damages done by selfish, cunning Islam, Judaism, absolute monarchs types, wild endangered species, and health creators, and at fault found guilty Holy Highness God of USA, Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis, Republica government of USA will provide the needful help accordingly to be in the same page. And as my dear fellow mankind, it went 2 hours and 3 minutes, but it's still worth it, right? You all got it. This food coloring is just an umbrella of long list of crimes I provided. Okay, I just coupled more sub classification of crimes in this food coloring itself. And $500,000 trillion is the cheapest medical finance aid that can be provided by USA to my direct deposit to my bank account. Thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now.